Hello guys. In this lecture, we're going to go over how we're going to get this weather data, this weather information. So the weather information comes from this free website where it produces weather information, openweathermap.org. And this website produces, like we said before, the temperature, location, the coordinates, everything that is considered weather. So down here, this is what it produces. So in order to get this weather information, you need to sign up. Sign up is free. It only takes seconds to sign up. I signed up in a matter of seconds. You can use this for without signing up, without the API, but it just depends on the amount of requests you have. So for instance, if you're selling this, if you're creating an app and you're selling it on the App Store, it might require more requests. So it's going to need an API in order for it to correctly work. So let's look at the APIs. And what API stands for those of you who didn't know, is Application Programming Interface. So here's are the APIs they have for this website. We have the current weather, 5-day per 3-hour forecast, 16-day per daily forecast, and a couple of other ones. The one we're going to use is the current weather data. So let's open the API document and take a look at it. So this API accesses current weather data for any location on Earth, including 200,000 cities. And when it requests the API, it has it available in these three different types of format: JSON, XML, and HTML. So what the API is going to be, when the API is called, it's going to use this API, this format right here. So at the back right here, this is the query. So this is querying the information by the city name. So in the app that we're creating, we are going to be providing the location of this city by either the city name, the city ID, and the city coordinates. And it has all those types, like it has by city ID, by zip code, rectangular zone. There's plenty of ways to pull up the location. Okay, so the API kind of looks like something like this, and this is in JSON. JSON, if you're not familiar with it, is a type of JavaScript code. Is picking it up by property and then the values over here. So this is an example of it. And if we want to kind of see, I think there's a way that we can make this look a little bit more legible. I think there's a site called JSON Formatter. I think this is it. Let's copy and paste the code here. Process it. Okay, yeah, this looks a little neater. So pulls up the longitude and latitude, system coordinates. So yeah, whenever the API is being called, is pulling up this information. So when it grabs this information, it grabs it and puts it back in our application, and our application kind of takes what it needs from this information that's pulling from here. So this is the property and this is the value that's grabbing. So going back to here, it also shows the parameters, and kind of gives you an explanation of the definition and what it's pulling and how it's coding. It gives basically a vocabulary list right here. And it has other stuff as XML examples, but this is basically all we need to know about this We're pulling it from here. We're pulling it using the API call, something similar to this up here. And it's gonna be pulled in this format here. So if you want, you can take a look around on this website. This is all I have for you in this lecture. This is most of what you need to know. In the next lecture, we're going to be going further into building more features in our application. Thank you and congratulations.